Every single note was great, and guess what? I got the job! Yeah! Whoa, yeah, that was awesome. That was the best thing that ever happened to me, I think. Well, second best, now that I know about it. I'll tell you about that other thing later. Anyways, played the year with the Winnipeg Symphony, did all sorts of things. Ended up, had to leave at the end of the year. Went to Europe, traveling Europe with 2 tubas, wife in tow, who was also, she was actually dragging one of the tubas. Oh, by the way, this is a small tuba. Guess who got to drag the big tuba?
I feel like I can do anything. And the reason of this is because of my growing up, what my dad taught me. And I'm going to talk about that a little later. The only thing I needed to do when I came to this country, it was to learn English, to learn more English. I've taken basic, but I needed to learn more English. So I studied a lot, and I worked part-time in my uncle's restaurant so I can practice what I was learning. And everything was working wonderful, and I had the life ahead of me. I was only 18.
Fun fact, the mayor's dad was actually born in Bogota, Bob Lehman. I believe his father was kind of on some work in Panama and then Bogota. And came here when I was 7, spent 2 years in Scarborough, and moved up to this little city that we thought was out in the boonies, because you know, once you pass Wonderland, you think it's just kind of farm fields, right? And we moved up to Barrie, and I actually thank my parents every once in a while for 2 things. They gave me the name Sergio, which is a very memorable name, for better or for worse, and they also moved up to this wonderful city, which I consider the best city in all of Canada, and a place I will always love.
A friend of mine had told me she had done a bunch of research on grief, and she had worked with a number of women who had lost spouses. Now, my husband hadn't died, but it was the death of a marriage, and it was very sad, and I really did feel that grief. And she said the research recommends 2 years. A year for grief, and a year to find out who the heck you are again, before you really dive into a new relationship. And I thought, that makes a lot of sense to me. So I'm going to make that decision. I'm going to set that intention today, that I'm going to wait for 2 years. Now, those of you who know me, and there's a few people in the room, you know I wasn't sitting at home, because I'm kind of a social girl. And so I decided I was going to do fun stuff with fun people. And I reconnected with my family, I reconnected with my friends, I started rowing again, I was building my business. And I did a lot of really fun things with fun people.
Sometimes I feel the feeling.